Hey guys, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this simple, soft glitter liner look. As always, all the brands used are cruelty-free and all the products are vegan. I really wanted to create a look that was something fun and a little bit festive, but really worked well for people who, like me, kind of shy away from the bold colors and the bold eye looks. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit more, and I had some ideas of how I wanted this to look in my head, and none of them really felt like me, so it's probably where I'll get to eventually. But I wanted to create something that felt like nice and comfortable and was easy to wear during the daytime as well as nighttime too. So I hope you guys enjoy this look. Today I'll be using the Mad for Matte palette from e.l.f. for this look. I just wanted something that I know is going to create a really nice neutral base. And since I'm using liners from e.l.f., I thought I may as well use eyeshadows from them as well. I'm going to start by prepping my eyes with the e.l.f. primer in Sheer. And for shadows today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. Since I'll be using glitter liners from e.l.f., I thought it made sense to also use some e.l.f. shadows. This is a really pretty palette. It has a lot of good neutrals in it, and I like that it has a good range from really light shades all the way down to like a matte black. I just feel like this palette really covers the spectrum well. The pigment on these is pretty good. I'd say it varies from shade to shade how blendable they are, but I do think for the price, this is a really good matte palette for any collection. So unfortunately, the shades in this palette are not individually named, so what I'm going to do is point to each shade as I use it. That's about as helpful as it's going to get. So unfortunately, I can't list shade names or anything down in the description box, but everything will be from this palette. I'm going to start with the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush and go into the lightest shade. And then I'm just going to buff that all over my lid. And I do feel like a lot of these shades do have fallout, so really make sure you tap your brush before you apply it to your lid. That way you don't end up with any fallout on your face. Next, I'm going to go in with this light brown shade and apply that to my crease and up a little bit onto my brow bone. Just lay it down as my transition shade. And I'm going to use that same Sigma brush for this. To deepen up the crease itself, I'm going to use the E39 Buff and Blend. I'm going to go in with this darker brown just right into the crease itself. Using that same Sigma brush, I'm going to take this darker warm brown shade and apply that just to the outer corner and blend that into my crease as well. I'm going to add a little bit more just to deepen that up. And what I'm going to do is just apply that directly to the outer corner and really pat the pigment on there and then blend it a little bit into the crease when I don't have much left on my brush. Next, I'm going to take the E20 short shader brush and I'm going to go back into this lighter brown and put that underneath my lash line. For liner, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream Color in Jet with the Sigma E06 Winged Liner Brush, and I'm just going to line my lids and create a small wing. Now that my liner's done, I wanted to add some glitter liner, and I'm trying to decide between two shades from e.l.f. So this one is Pink Opal, and this is Shimmering Gold. They're very different. So e.l.f. did recently come out with 4 different glitter liners. They're all really pretty. Let's try Pink Opal and see what this looks like. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand first. Ooh, that would be pretty over this liner. So it's very sheer. Does have just a little bit of glow there. So not a lot, but it's enough to add a little bit of an effect. This is really great if you're new to glitter liner. I personally have never used glitter liner before, but I see it all over, and I think this is perfect if you're not sure if it's a look that you know, that you're quite comfortable with. I'm gonna also swatch Shimmering Gold because I'm very intrigued by this. To be honest, this looks a little more coppery. And I feel like they're both pretty sheer, but I can see how they would be buildable. If you let the layer dry, you could probably add more on. All right, so I'm going to go in with Shimmering Gold. First, I'm going to apply this directly on the edge of my black liner. That's why I didn't worry too much about making the edges perfect, because I'm going to go over it with this. I'm not gonna cover all the black with it, unless I have a very hard time applying this. I'm just gonna go over the edge first to create, so you see the black and then a gold line over it. And this does have a little brush in here that seems fairly easy to work with. We'll see once it's in action. And I'm gonna start on the outer half of my lid first. So it's putting down the glitter pretty patchy, and it feels like I need to go just a tiny bit at a time, and then I need to put the brush back into the bottle. So it is difficult to get a straight, clean line with this. What I feel like works best is, instead of trying to do an even line like you would with regular liner, on my hand it works fine, but on my lid it's not working so well. It's kind of dragging the glitter with it and creating some little clumps. But what seems to work best is to kind of pat it and then go back over and that seems to drag the glitter less. And as you guys can see, even as I'm doing that, it's still dragging the glitter a little bit, but it's not doing it quite as much. Honestly, this definitely performs better on my hand than on my lid. I feel like after I got that troubleshooting out of the way, it was easier to apply to the other eye. Okay, I'm gonna add a second coat to this eye now. And I do feel that this is really something where just take your time. The slower you go, the better the result. So this definitely, as it dries, it is very easy to apply a second layer and build up that glitter on top of it. But if it's at all still sticky or tacky, it just moves the glitter around. This was actually pretty easy to work with. And I think for the price, this is really great if you're interested in glitter liner. I know there are others out there that are cruelty-free and that are vegan, but the price point is a lot higher than these. So I think this is a really great way to test it out. And I do think that the shade range they came out with is pretty great as well. So aside from the pink opal and the gold, they have a seafoam color, which is like a very shimmery, kind of holographic looking greenish blue, and then a silver as well. So I think the shades are definitely unique. I really want to try the seafoam and the pink opal, but I'm very happy with the gold for this one. So I'm gonna go back in with that E20 short shader and go into this dark shade here and apply that under my lash line just on the outer corner. Next, I'm going to apply mascara, and today I'm going to be using the Eye of Horus Bio Lash Lift Mascara. I do have a whole video all about this mascara. I'll link to that down below. Every time I use it, I get so many questions from you guys because of the shape of the wand. It is so different and so unique. And I really love this mascara. I feel like the wand just takes it to the next level. So I'll be sure to link to that video down below. That is it for today's finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.